This year we're looking for talented graduates who have a track record in leading others and achieving results. We're looking for talented graduates who have the potential to be our future leaders and managers. Beating cancer together sets our graduates apart. What sets you apart?
I think one of the things that surprised me perhaps a little bit when I got here was just how big an organisation it is. We got nearly 4,500 employees spread all over the country. And they do such an amazingly diverse range of things. We have fundraisers, we have shop managers, we have world-class scientists, and then all the support functions that support that. So just the size and the diversity of the charity was a bit of a surprise to me. I suppose, like everyone else as well, I saw Cancer Research UK, the public faces being the charity shops, things like Race for Life and things like that. And actually there's so much more that we do that perhaps the general public isn't always aware of. And that the science particularly behind that, the amount of research that we fund and the amount of things we're involved in there is incredible, and that's something that you really only get when you start working here.
Not only did I just want to work for a charity, but I also wanted to work in an environment that also had the fast pace and feel that comes with a commercial environment, and also the challenge you get from working in a large organisation, and I really feel that Cancer Research UK has a mix of both those things.
Since joining the charity, I think I've been aware of just how big Cancer Research UK is and how many different things it's involved with. I think it's quite easy to not realise that Cancer Research UK is the equivalent size of a FTSE 350 company, so the scale of everything is just huge. So as well as obviously having all of the different running events, the infrastructure that supports that, from human resources through to finance, is as big as you'd expect from any other organisation.
Well, first coming in, it felt like a really friendly, really welcoming place to be. The graduate scheme managers were all there right from the start, kind of shepherding you through the first few weeks and trying to help you find your feet. Of course, after that, you're in the department on your own, but the support is still always there in the background if you need it. So I found everyone to be really friendly, fun to be around.
The fact that you are solely responsible for a project that's live, this is normally something that will be escalated right after something like Chief Executive Officer or Executive Director level. So you're not doing something that's just in the back room helping out, you're not a spare pair of hands, you're given a big piece of responsibility, and you've got a lot of support to do that, but you are responsible for producing something within 6 months, getting to grips with everything you have to do and delivering it over a short space of time. So that's a definite challenge, but you are given the support to help you achieve that.
The most challenging aspect of the scheme is definitely moving department every 6 months. So you arrive in a department and almost immediately need to start delivering work. So you might be working in an area where you have no previous experience of the type of work that that department does. You certainly have had very little time to familiarise yourself with and learn everything as perhaps you would as a new starter, and you're expected to deliver work very quickly.
I think the most challenging aspect of the scheme was during my first placement. I was working in the innovation team, working with my manager to come up with new fundraising ideas. This is an area I'd never had any experience in before, and coming from a scientific background it was totally new, but it was something that was really great. I was thrown into managing a project, also managing a volunteer, working with him on the fundraising project. And just the level of responsibility was really challenging, but it definitely paid off in the final 3 months of my placement.
When I was in my second placement, I worked on a project in East London which was aiming to raise awareness of mouth cancer among the Pakistani and Bangladeshi community. And part of that involved taking a mobile dental surgery out onto the streets of Newham and to go up to people in the street and talk to them about mouth cancer, offer them a free checkup and talk to them about the risks, the behaviours that they were doing, which was increasing the risk of mouth cancer. And that was a fantastic experience to be involved in.
I think a graduate on the fundraising, marketing and communication scheme would have to be very, very motivated, passionate about the cause, really hard working and up for a challenge.
If you're the kind of person who works hard, wants to be pushed out of their comfort zone by working in places which they're not familiar with, where they're learning lots of skills, then Cancer Research UK's graduate programme is definitely the place for you.
Together,
We will
beat
Cancer.